Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're in High Coniscliffe with Paul. We've got a 7-mile circular walk. This is where we're starting off, outside of the church. We've parked in the main street. Church is to the left of us. We're going to walk past it. Let's get cracking. High Coniscliffe covers 3,008 acres and is located between Coniscliffe Moor to the north, which is the Ridge and Furrow Meadow, and the River Tees to the south. It has a village green on the south side of the A67, but most of the village is along the north side of the road, which is called the Green at that point. St Edward's Church, which I've just mentioned there, is on the south side of the road, backing onto a small cliff looking over the River Tees. And facing the Green Road, the cliff itself is walled, towered and crenellated in places. And in the mid-19th century, the village was surrounded by quarries. There's your history on High Coniscliffe. We're going to start the walk by walking down the street. There's a pub down here called the Spotted Dog, and that's where you want to be heading first. Just behind us here we do have the Spotted Dog. It's had a bit of a revamp. The owner has painted some lovely artwork on the sides. The Spotted Dog is named after a foxhound called Blue Cap, which won a race in Newmarket for a wager with a stake of 500 guineas in 1792. The village's Methodist chapel was built in 1827, where Olnaby Lane meets the A67, and was demolished in the 1940s. But you do pass this pub, it's just down from the High Coniscliffe. The circular walk basically is going to be walking round the farmers' fields, eventually getting to a place called Low Coniscliffe, and you'll walk past some absolutely stunning little villages such as Merrybent. Lovely place. Just past the Spotted Dog, you're going to see a left-hand turn. There's a bridleway sign. That's where you're going to be heading immediately. Just before we go off-road, you do pass a place called Mill House. Humongous, lovely house. And the history dates back that there used to be a water mill. Although that's what I've seen online. So that's the crack with that. Look it up, find the history, know what went on in your area. When you've come past the Mill House and you've walked up what seems to be like an old farm track, you'll come to a gorgeous meadow on the right hand side. Sign green with a yellow arrow pointing to the right. We're going to go that way. Down the meadow, heading towards the main road, which is a few miles down that way. When you're walking along the farmers' fields, it's very easy to keep track of where you're going. The path is very well trodden, signs everywhere, and you can see the main road straight ahead. You can see all the cars going down, and that's where you're going to be heading really. So you can't really go wrong on this bit. Heading down there. It's not raining today, we've got quite good weather. So me and Paul's just casual wear. I've got my gloves on because my hands get cold unbelievably fast. Raynaud's disease, possibly. Let us know if you've got Raynaud's disease, comment. We're almost 2 miles into the walk now. And just behind us here, you've got the wind turbine. Just there. And just before the wind turbine, you've got the A1. Now there is a crossing over the A1, that's where we're going to be going now, straight over, continuing on the high Coniscliffe circular walk. So we're crossing the bridge now, going over the A1. It's normal, really busy. How's it going, Paul?
Good, mate.
Yay! Come to a farmer's track. You've got the farm here to the left. We're going to head down the farmer's track. So when you get up, you're going to turn right. Do not continue on the public path. We're going right, circular walk. So we're at the main road now. Burger van here. It'd be alright if you brought a few quid with you. As this is a circular walk, there's nothing wrong with stopping at this bit and continuing on. So at some point in the video, you'll be able to park up virtually anywhere on the path of the route that we're going and continue on, and it'll still be a circular walk. You'll still do exactly the same walk and finish in a different place, that's all. You'll be starting somewhere different. But we're going to veer off left here, then shortly down the road we turn right. We've stopped off at the Harvey's little cafe, the mobile cafe. Paul's going to have a look, see what we bought. Marvellous. This is an unexpected turn for the books.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get it down. So we've just had our breakfast at the Harvey's Food pit stop. It was absolutely gorgeous. I'm stuffed. Full English breakfast. Lovely sausages, lovely bacon, thick as out, eggs, black pudding, you name it. It was on mushrooms as well. Brown sauce. What do you have on your breakfast? Brown or red sauce? Let us know. Comment. But we are continuing on now. So we've come out left, out of the farmer's track, Scran. We're now walking past the Baydale Beck. You're walking past there, then we're going to cross over the road and turn right to follow the River Tees. We've crossed over the road. There's a little cutting path here. We're going to go in here and this is going to take us down to the River Tees. In Lower Coniscliffe, there is evidence of an Anglo-Saxon settlement in the area. The village has recorded documents dating back to the year 778 and is probably a Viking origin. Right, now we walk along the street as well. You'll see this sign here saying Teesdale Way. We're going to turn left there. When you come onto the River Tees walk, it's very simple now. As soon as you get on here, you're just following upstream and then you're eventually going to get back to High Coniscliffe. It's one track. It does veer off a bit of the way down the river, but there's plenty of signs. Keep watching and I'll show you where to go in the next few bits. On the walk back up the river, you'll walk underneath the A1. We did pass the walk earlier on. We did pass the A1 earlier on, but we went over the top of it, over a bridge, and now we're getting under it. Paul, do us your biggest shout.
Watch Dale's walks!
Like this area right here, class beach areas. If you brought an ultra lightweight chair or anything like that, picnic, whatever, you could easily come and sit on here, get a picnic going, cup of coffee. Brilliant. When we're walking up the River Tees from the lower, what you'll find is if you look right, you'll see a little village called Merrybend. Now you can walk up the farmers' fields here to get there, and you can continue along, and it'll bring you back down onto the River Tees, the public paths. That's if you want to have a look. It is a really nice little village, humongous houses. If you're not from the area and you've never been here before, it might be worth a look. You'll find that you're coming on and off the path. So you'll be right next to the river at a point, and then a point you'll be on the farmers' fields. But just above the farmers' fields here, again, you can see lovely houses in the horizon. And in the short distance, you get to see other little farmers' fields on the right hand side. And you've got all the nature on the river itself, all the different kinds of trees, the smells, class. Love it. Paul, how do you think it's gone so far?
It's been a really good walk, nice and flat. Not really challenging at all, sort of with the gradients and stuff like that. Obviously the river, the noise and that's really calm, it's nice. So you can hear Dale's voice nice and loud.
Microphone helps.
Aye. That's about it really.
Aye. He's enjoyed it. Like you just said there, it's flat. It's 7 miles. Remember, it's a circular one, so you could start off really wherever you want within that circular, with its good parking, of course. Plenty of places to stop and have your bait. I would recommend this walk for virtually anyone that can withstand a 7 mile walk. What I'll do is I will upload on the description on the video of a website where you can get the map from and the directions, so you'll be able to click on that link and follow the map itself. That's what we've done today, and it's worked out perfect. I'll also put a link on my Facebook group, which is called Hiking with Dale Tompkinson, and you'll be able to get some more snaps on there, and you'll be able to also get the link. So far so good. We've got about a mile to go. We're just continuing on this farmer's field. We're back on the River Tees, then at the church to finalise our 7 mile walk. As we're walking along, you can clearly see that bit that's just subsided looks quite fresh. So just be careful. We're a few foot away from the edge here. And I wouldn't like to get any closer. It's not that much of a drop, but still looks like the 5 foot drop, it can still cause a little bit of damage, especially places like round here where it's straight into the river. Depending which way you start this route, obviously we started at High Coniscliffe and we walked down past the Spotted Dog, and then we went into the farmers' fields. But when you're coming back towards the end, walking up the Tees, you feel like you're walking forever. But don't get nervous in case you think you've get lost, because when you look over the horizon, you'll be able to see the church grounds over the farmers' fields, poking up above the trees. It is a 7 mile circular walk, so we've done 6 now. This bit does feel like you're walking forever, but you're not. We're almost done, and it's been alright. Right, we've almost done the walk now. It's running up at exactly 7 mile. But as we get to the end, this is the route that I've got here. The map. And at the bottom of this it says, there has been an inn on the site of Baydale Beck for more than 200 years. Dick Turpin is also reputed to have slept here. High Coniscliffe dates back to the Saxon times, which we've already said. The origin of the name is from Old English and Old Norse, meaning King's Cliff. If you didn't know that, now you do. Yeah, so it's exactly 7 mile. We're back at the church here to the right hand side. Remember, these are the walls that we have discussed in the video. See part of the wall over there. Class. But we're done now, we're getting home. Paul's enjoyed it, he's a bit tired now, but so am I. Again, it's an easy, flat walk. If you are looking for a decent little hike in the area, this is the one for you. If you've liked the video, subscribe here, this little button here. And if you want to watch some more, click these here. We'll see you later.
See you later.